Hello everybody, it's Krista again, Little Wren Tarot, Divine Channel Messages for you, and yeah, I'm here to do another message. Let's see what happens. So yesterday I was really tired. Or just a quick side, guys, if I start sniffling or sneezing, I apologize. I get a lot of allergies, and sometimes they just come out of nowhere, like so yeah, so I do apologize with any sniffling. It's something that I can't help. I just took an antihistamine, so hopefully that will settle down a little bit. So anyway, on we go. Yesterday I had a moment of feeling really excited because I got another subscriber. Woohoo! That makes 3. And it does make me laugh. The reason I'm bringing that up is because, you know, despite whether anyone views these readings or not, I felt called to do them, and when I do them, I don't know who's going to receive them. I don't know if my YouTube channel's going to blow up or if it's not. I am simply, the thing that keeps coming to my mind constantly is build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. And I very much am someone who is, who often doesn't appear externally to be doing a lot. Sometimes it looks like I'm sitting very still. I don't really go out and party. I'm not someone who's out there hustling. But I'm very good at making, I think, mostly good decisions. And I think a lot about the steps I take before I do them. And so in a very gentle but methodical way, I tend to consistently be moving forward. And a lot of people get very surprised when suddenly I do kind of do something. I've been having a lot of, again, I was talking about this in my last reading, but a lot of visions of the future of what I'm building. And I have been thinking very, very hard about certain designs that I'm working on for a project, and it's always about coming up with something that's going to work for me as well as potentially work for future people, and making the best outcome for both parties. So yeah, it takes a lot of deliberation, and so many times I'll come up with a design and then, you know, like I guess most designers do this, or they probably do it in a much cleaner way than me, because I am not a designer. I'm a frustrated designer, I would say. But to come up with something that really, really works and is functional, and when it's right, you just go, that's it, that's the one. And I love design and simplicity, and when you have good design, you don't have to think hard about your environment. It actually just flows so smoothly that it's easy to be there, especially when you're talking about house design and interior design and kitchen design, bathroom designs. You know, you don't want to have pathways that you're constantly, you don't want to ever put an obstruction in a pathway. Don't ever build something that you have to constantly go around because you instinctively feel like you want to go down a certain path, but actually you have to go around the corner, you know, before you get there. And that constant sidestepping or going around it is exhausting and frustrating. And you know what? It's freaking annoying. And the more you live with it, it's not that you ever get used to it. Don't ever believe that. Don't ever believe that you will get used to something that is in your way, because it actually gets worse. It actually becomes more and more noticeable. The more you live with it, the more you actually will hate it. And eventually you'll be so frustrated that you'll either want to demolish something, start afresh, or whatever it is. So I think that's a very, very powerful message, isn't it? When you're designing something, when you're planning your life, and let's just take it to the spiritual, emotional, the healing part of it. It's important to, when you're thinking about the future and you're thinking about your life, is to become aware of things that will prevent you from moving forward. So when you're thinking about the future, how do you want your life to flow? How do you want your life to flow? Are you always going to have something that's blocking you? Like unhealed trauma, unhealed childhood wounds, all that kind of thing. You are a co-creator with spirit. And those things that happen to us when we're young, they are, things that were out of our control, but for whatever reason, we're meant to learn them. We're meant to experience those things, but they are not there for us to live with forever. They're experiences that have taught us something that are going to help us in our future, but we're really called to heal those wounds always, 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 always. They're not something that we should take with us and just go, oh, I'll get used to it. No, because let me assure you that that thing that you're bringing with you, that you're carrying with you, the belief, the wounding, the fear, the hurt, the anguish, the pain, that thing will just become clearer and clearer and clearer and more noticeable in your future design. Okay, so it's important to, in all interior design, garden design, anything, you want to have pathways. Pathways are one of the most important things, I think, in design. You want to be able to move the way you feel like you should move. You design houses around land that you design houses around land. You don't, you can force your way through something, but generally a house that feels good to live in is a house that has no blockages or in a pathway. I had I'm going to say a frenemy once who was constantly she was trying to design it, and it's funny because when I was looking at her house, and I've got a very good eye for design, I was saying, look, you need to lose this bedroom and turn it into the kitchen, and then this other area will become your lounge area. And before she just was like, no. And it turns out the designer who actually went there actually did that, firstly. And secondly, this friend kept trying to she was putting in a new air conditioner. And she was putting the external unit in the middle of a pathway. And I said to her, you can't do that. This will drive you crazy. She's like, no, we'll get used to it. And I said, no, you can't. Anyway, I think the installer straight up refused to put it in the pathway. So then she kind of had to, swallow that. So it's pretty funny. But she just could never hear what I was saying. Interesting. So anyway, let's shuffle the cards. Enough yakking. But these are things that are really important. So this is the pre-channeling for people who aren't aware. I can show you this just to see. We'll see if they come out. I don't feel pulled to take them out. So let's think about that. So really, I guess what we've been talking about is you're really thinking about moving forward into the future, which is that Knight of Pentacles. That's actually really appropriate. Values, what you need to heal, what you desire. What is it that you desire? Those things that you have in your mind that you're thinking about, that you want so bad, they are your future. And Spirit very often will try and bring up those boulders, those things that are blocking you from a very good future. So that you can heal those things. And that's quite dramatic. These cards nearly just fell out all over. So I do like to take cards that fall out, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, and just while we're chatting, don't forget to have a look at my Little Wren, my WordPress site. There is a little button on my page, my YouTube page. There's a button there that will take you directly there. A whole heap of written channel messages. Wow, card's just nearly fallen out. I know you won't be able to see that. This just fell this way in the corner. So fell onto one of my other cards, so card decks, which is often significant for me. But yeah, so if you like this reading, please like it. That really helps me out, I believe, in the YouTube community when we're trying to move forward. It's really important to like what you're hearing. It helps us move forward. And subscribe, by all means, my friends, please subscribe. I'm just going to keep doing this, whether anyone watches it or not. And I'm just going to trust that spirit will move forward. Had some more cards just fall out here. So we will see. I did some pre-shuffling, which I don't usually do, but because usually as soon as I pick up the cards, they just start speaking. So, okay. Maybe a bit too much there. I feel like that's the second part of the story. So we're just going to get started. I am going to pick this up, this little pile, and I'm going to move it to the side for now, a little bit out of the way. And we'll come back to that and we'll just start with what we have. I do feel like we're going to start clarifying as well. And we'll see how we go. Okay, we've got our Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, the Devil card. Interesting. It literally flew out of the screen, okay? It flew out of the screen to the right. Still landed on my table. Sometimes my cards just literally will fly out all over the table, off the table, onto the floor, onto my lap, everywhere. They literally would just explode. So I feel like this is an energy, it's like repelled, you know, it's like get away. They don't, this is not desired anymore. It's not desired anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, let's just take a minute. What I feel is like the word is explosive. That's what this card did. It literally exploded away. It was like expelled, exploded. Which is great. Isn't it great when the devil energy, deceit, lying, manipulation is like, when we no longer need it, when we realize that this is harming us, it's a block, it's not helping us. Sometimes when we don't know better, we can sometimes think that this will help us. But my friends, lying, deceit, and toxicity, it always brings bad karma. It's something that we have to be very, very aware of. The thing that I've been listening to everywhere on all the tarots at the moment is it's like, this is what you sowed. What you sow. This is a farming terminology for those of you who don't have a lot of religious context. Sowing what you reap, okay? You reap what you sow, okay? You think about what you're putting out, what energy you're putting out into the world is what you are going to get in return. And when we don't often realize, we often think we're getting away with things, but Spirit sees everything all the time, every time, without fail. And this is something that a lot of people who are in this energy don't realize, because maybe they don't believe in the spirit world, maybe they don't believe in energetic exchange and what co-creation is. And I'd say the vast majority of people don't. But this energy, when we're not thinking about it or we don't believe it, this is when these things come back. We refuse to believe, or we think we can get away with things. When the tables turn and the world, this is a new cycle that's trying to come in. It's on the side. This is current energy. This is, you know, a Page of Pentacles has had some kind of a loss. This is like dropping, you know what I feel like? It's like what I just heard, hot potato. It's like he's holding a potato and he's just dropped it. You know, he's like, hey, no, don't want it again. That's what it feels like. Like he's holding a hot potato and he's like, I will never do that again. I would never do that again. It's exploded out of the screen, and realizing what a heavy burden this energy does. Okay, there is no reward for this. You might initially get a reward because the universe will send it as a test. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when we give you abundance, when we give you all the options in the world? What kind of creation are you going to make when you have the ability to manifest anything you want? What if we just give you everything? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to plant? And if you don't plan, think, strategize, consider what you are sowing, the universe is simply going to show it to you what you are sowing. We have to think very hard. Pages are often messengers as well, but this guy, this page, it can be a messenger, it can be a younger person, this is someone who is like quite, you know, like you're starting out in life and you're looking at what you have and it's like so exciting. You've got this seed, you've got something to sow, you've got a pentacle, and you've got opportunity, and you've got everything. The world is at your feet. That's the kind of energy. And interestingly, the world was at this page's feet. He had every opportunity. He was given everything. Everything. And the universe has given this person an opportunity by saying, we're giving you this. Honey, what are you going? We want to see who you are, what your desires are. We're going to give you the option of good things, bad things, of everything. Sorry, I'm just going to... This incense is blowing right towards me. I'll probably have an asthma attack in a minute. But he's realized I've sown something bad, and now that seed that he had, he's dropped it. It's a heavy burden. The world was at his feet. Wow. So this is an enlightening moment. This is a great opportunity to, like I said, what's blocking your path? Now there's burdens. You see how this is laid out? Isn't this cool? This page that had the world at his feet, he realizes this has got to go one way or the other. This is toxic energy, but he was using this to get the world. It's not how it works, my friend. It's not how it works. The burden here is the reality, the knowledge. He's aware that this has caused him some big problems. I do feel drawn to pull out this pile again. Let's see what this was. So we start at the bottom. Here we go. We have a massive new beginning. This is an opportunity. So something has been revealed here. What this person built his world on there's been a lot of blockages and his burdens and things that have been preventing this person. And I don't think he saw it, because this energy is very, very often, the devil energy is often hidden and not something that we really are aware of. Suddenly something has really come to light. Oh, okay, so we have a person, we have a new beginning, But the burden was that it was with this person. This person is now this is the burden. A new beginning was offered by the universe. This is the hand of God, okay, that's offered this person a new beginning. He took it up with a reverse Queen of Wands. I'm not sure. She's going away. He wants to go away. The secret is he wants to walk away. The secret is, I don't think she ever had any cups. This is what I feel like. It's her energy, not his energy. Might be both of their energies. This Queen of Wands, she's walking away. She's walking away. I need to clarify. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. The Lovers in reverse. What happened here? So the Page was offered. Okay. I get it. He was offered a new beginning, a choice. The reverse Queen of Wands, to walk away, walk towards a love situation with the Queen of Cups, who is actually a high priestess. He's looking at this. This is the burden, darlings. This is the burden. This is his heavy burden. This is what happened. He was offered a new beginning, but he rejected that. He rejected that offer. True divine connection. The Lovers card is a divinely guided connection. A romantic connection that is divinely blessed and guided. And he was offered this new beginning. Walk away from a toxic Queen of Wands towards the Queen of Cups. And yeah. Now the Queen of Cups, we just take a look at that. She's got the most ornate cup out of everybody in the whole deck. The most ornate. She's emotional, she's sensitive, she's loving. But what happened here, it's like this divide. It's all in reverse now though, you see. I feel like this is not an option. This is not an option. I actually feel like I need to do this. And I feel like that first, and then that first. He wants to go back there, but he can't. It's not an option anymore. This is a secret. Moon, 8 of Cups. It's a secret. Looks like there was something in these cups, but maybe they were empty. feeling that. I shuffled this one before. This is the dark oracle. I can't remember what it is, but this is about toxic energy, toxicity, things that are not, you know, particularly high vibing. And I'll always read these in reverse. Well, not actually always. I will follow my intuition. It's a silly thing to say. So over here, what he's looking towards is bride in a cage. So I think about that. When I see that, I think bird in a cage, bride in a cage, bird in a cage, and naked before the stars. Something got blocked. There's in this particular deck, there's only like maybe 3 real positive cards. This is one of them. Number 18, naked before the stars. This is someone who can just exist and be good. But this is a very positive energy. But now it's been blocked. It's too late. It's actually too late. So obviously this is a love reading. This is quite a twin flamey card. Trust. I was told very much not to put these in reverse, like aggressively so by the spirit world. Don't ever put these in reverse. It always makes me laugh because I'm like, okay, all right, no worries. Trust. There was something about the trust here. There was trust. There is trust. There was trust. It's like both. I'm not sure whose energy that is. But you have someone who is... You actually have the father duck, and the mother duck is actually... it's weird that he's nesting, protecting, and she is protecting and watching, being very protective. This is protected. Something's very protected. I feel like those mama and papa ducks, they're like angels, you know, protecting. Wait. Looking at beauty, darkness. Wow. I'm not sure where this is heading. There's something about nakedness before the stars, naked before the stars, bride in a cage, darkness. Although this is a new moon, it says dark moon, but new moons are always beginnings. So there's a flip side to that. And then beauty. I feel like these are like a similar message. It feels like, what is it about? I'm not sure. Usually when things are lining up, I'm sorry, this is being a little bit hidden. What is it about this toxic energy? This is not toxic. This is beautiful. This is so innocent. What I feel here is deep innocence, something that was so beautiful that has been locked away. This is something that this person experienced. a rejection, being very, very alone, the void. This person, this woman is alone. She was kept away, kept hidden, darkness, kept hidden. Sometimes what Spirit protects us from moving forward in is protection. It's protection. But something was hidden about the innocence, the genuine qualities, the beauty of this person. I don't feel like this is related, but he's looking. I think this trust message is for this person. Trust. And he's looking at her. I'm also, sorry, I am starting to get a flip message. The message is just flipping. Okay. So that first message I think is right, but I'm also feeling something here. Maybe did I have that wrong, or is it a new message, Spirit? No. Okay. I think we have two perceptions here. I think we have two perceptions. Okay, so I'm sorry, look, sometimes this happens, is that I get kind of one message and then it could be for one person. So I feel like I'm talking to one energy. I feel like I was just talking to a feminine. So I think we're talking to the feminine. That was the feminine. Okay, to trust what's happening. Now I think we're talking to a masculine energy. His perception. So he was offered a new beginning. And he thought this was just a Queen of Wands. A one-night stand, someone that you could walk away from. He thought this was something you could walk away from. He thought he had a divine love connection with a Queen of Cups who was someone that he could trust. He thought this was a trustworthy thing. But he's beginning to realize that what he walked towards, what he thought was a divine love connection with a loving person, was actually false. That's why they also came in reverse. He thought that he could have this one-night stand and walk away from someone and go towards a divine connection. However, what I'm hearing is masquerade. Masquerade, masquerade, masquerade. The divine connection that he was offered was actually what he left behind. Someone who he left behind. Someone who was beautiful, innocent, and bound. He caged them up. He locked them away. Because he thought this is what he was dealing with. But he wasn't. He was actually dealing with this. And this is what he went towards. Because he trusted this one. Because she looked like this. But she was never that. She was never that. He thought this was toxic energy over here. But when you get these guys in reverse, truly, this is a lot of deceit. It's falseness. I feel like this is a bit of a cornerstone. It's perception. I think this happens a lot when we don't trust our intuition. Again, trust is the question, isn't it? Who is it that you can trust? You have two options. You have two options. This is very twin flame for those who are watching. If you don't know what a twin flame is, go and find out. It's very much about a spiritual awakening and healing process, and it involves divine masculine, divine feminine, and very often a third party. And the question is always, who is the third party? And the masculine really often has to work out who that is. Who is the divine soulmate? Who is that? Because very often the one that we think is this. You have to trust what you're experiencing and seeing. And the divine is going to continually present this. Who do you choose? Who do you choose? What's the new beginning? And this is the burden that he has been carrying continually. And interestingly, that's why I think this fell off the page. This can't align over here. Okay, that is impossible. That's why it's flown away. This is what he trusted. This is what he trusted. And this is what he treated as. It's understandable, but it's not easy. It's certainly not easy. My friends, it is not easy. I would like to look at this feminine energy. I got my selenite. Interesting, this is a selenite pyramid. And I put it here. I actually just want to put it right on his head, right there. Clarity. This person deserves to have clarity. And only spirit can do that. Only spirit can do that. I'm feeling like a false masquerade, false. And that's what he trusted. I don't know. I mean, you can read this either way. I don't know how you want to read. I actually feel, it's confusion. It is confusion. Like, isn't this the toxic energy? Isn't this the toxic energy? Isn't this who this was? No. Sorry. Here we go. The world. 3 of Pentacles, third party. Victory, 6 of Wands, and 3 of Swords in reverse. 3, 3, 6. Someone's going to have victory. Someone's going to have victory. This is having the strength to do whatever he has to do, either to walk away from someone is having the strength to walk away to an innocent person. Whoever that is. I think that's, I don't even feel like spirit is really telling me who to turn to, because there's falseness. And the question is, who? Because to this person is struggling to identify who is the innocent person. Where does this lie? Because this is where he fell. This is where he put his trust. In a false love, false Queen of Cups, and a false High Priestess. There was a rejection. There was most certainly a rejection. Interesting I placed that up there, but I do have to be careful. It's the question is, am I trusting this person? He viewed them both as false, to be honest, which is, why do you want either of them? My question is, why do you want either of them if both of them are false? I think that's a really important question. Get rid of them both. Start from scratch, you know? There's no problem doing that. If you are struggling so hard to make a decision and feeling like they're the only two options, there's a million people in the world. Get rid of them both and start working on you. That's what I would say. 6 of Pentacles. It's, for me, that feels like sharing. I think release what doesn't serve you, my friend. Release what doesn't serve you. Remove obstacles. Start ticking those boxes. Do a checklist, you know. Justice. I believe in justice. I believe in the balancing of scales, you know. I believe that everything, if you plant the right seeds, you will receive so much abundance. I always, you know, it took me a long time to welcome in justice. I think because I felt afraid. I had absolute, so much dogmatic belief about justice, and that I was eternally sinful and broken and deserving of justice no matter what. And Spirit has had to renegotiate that in my mind, to realize that all my intentions were actually good, and that justice means that the injustice that has occurred to me, I have to allow the universe to give me, and allow the universe to help me receive the good things in life, and to allow them to bring justice to those people who wished me harm, and to let the universe bring justice in. It's not up to me. It's not up to us. You know, it's not. And we have to allow the universe to do that. Queen of Swords. I feel like that's the energy I was just sitting in. It's Queen of Swords. Who brings the justice? Sometimes it's you. This came in reverse, okay? 7 of Pentacles. What did you plant? Masculine energy, guys. Masculine energy. Sorry, I hope this is in the screen. Masculine energy. Planting a seed. Thinking about where he was going to plant the seed. He planted the seed. This was a bad investment. It's a bad investment. The Hierophant fell onto the 3 of Swords, the broken heart. Like Kurt Cobain in pain. That is not my saying. Kurt Cobain in pain. It makes me laugh. Steve from Steve's Love Tarot. Hilarious guy. Hilarious. Naughty, cheeky, but funny. Funny. I can't look at these Lightseer cards now without thinking about what Steve says. Kurt Cobain in pain. Thanks, Steve. That is Steve saying it's not something that I can say, but his words are coming to mind really strongly. It's really funny. King of Wands. Oh, sorry. I said King of Wands. Maybe he's going to come out because we had the Queen. This was the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands energy, I think, was bringing... Knight of Wands is often the player card. Trying to play this person, someone who was genuine, someone that was abandoned, a beautiful, innocently blocked person. The Knight of Wands brought that devil energy in. This person's got to be responsible for the seeds they plant. This is a reaping, this is harvest. It's harvest time, people. It's a new beginning. Hoi, what are cards? Let's see. The Moon. I don't know what this victory card is about. Wanting a new seed. The Hierophant is there's a brokenness, there's a breakdown. The Moon. It's not a secret. Something's not a secret anymore. Seven of Swords on the bottom. Page of Swords. Coming over here onto this Queen of Wands that was in reverse. But Ace of Cups. He's thinking about that. She held an Ace of Cups. And he treated her like a reverse queen. He treated her with toxic energy as a player. And it wasn't fair, guys. And he invested over here in a false person. And he trusted this false person. It's not what it seems, is what I'm hearing. It's not what it seems. What we think it is, sometimes spirit tricks us to see if we are trusting our intuition. We can know something so deeply and profoundly and yet deny what we believe and what we know by trying to trust our logic. And I can assure you that what you see is not always the truth. I say this all the time. Energetically, you will understand and know. He lied, Page of Swords. He lied to this queen. He lied about her. He made her out to be a Queen of Wands. But she was offering an Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. We got a whole heap here, okay. I'm going to take those two and the top one here. Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Cups. Look at that, it's come out like this. Sorry, you probably can't even see that in the screen. My apologies. I'm trying to keep it in the screen. This is how it came out. You have Nine of Pentacles versus the Nine of Cups, and this was the energy this person did. He was like, what do I want? I can have everything. He was offered everything, the world. He had the world at his feet. The Emperor, hidden energy. This just fell off the screen. This is in front of me. This was below the world. The Emperor trusts his intuition. Look at that. What is he holding? I think it's a little smoke-like thing. This is a spiritual person. It's a full moon. This guy is a godly man, a spiritual man, confident but it's very different from a page. A page is way back. This was hidden. This is below the screen. This is below the world. So this is all stuff that's happened. Ugh, I don't even want to look at it anymore. It's just so ridiculous and toxic. He was offered the world. He was offered everything. And I think he was deserving because he suffered. He has suffered. The emperor and the empress don't become the emperor or the empress by just gliding along easy street. They go through hell. They go through hell, but the whole point is to learn, is to get the wisdom, to wake up to spirit and start living the life they're meant to be living. Authenticity, love, abundance on every level, emotional, financial, physical, spiritual abundance, all of the types of abundance. They have it all. Ace of Swords came on the side. This energy is its own energy. It's like a completely different storyline. My gosh, guys. God. Okay, I'm not even gonna... I'm actually feeling frustrated and annoyed, and this is just... You know what? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, what do we get? More. Four of Swords. This person's no longer worried about it. They're not worried about it. And the Two of Swords. Look at this. This Two of Swords, this female, this feminine energy that's over here. She's done thinking about it. She's done thinking about it. We're all done thinking about it. It's ridiculous. It's so obvious. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm feeling this level of sarcasm. The Sun. Free. Feminine energy. She's found her happiness despite everything. She chose herself. She chose herself. The Queen of Wands has one wand, not 10. She has one and she's happy. It's her. She's happy with herself. The Empress is always happy with herself. And she's okay with whatever decision. It's irrelevant now. You see, it's absolutely irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Okay. I think I'm done having a look at this. I just want to get rid of that. King of Wands. What did I say before? King of Wands. There he is. And you know what? Three of Cups. Third party. Again. In reverse. With the Lion. You see? He's illuminated. King of Wands is illuminated. And look where it's all over here now. It's just, the energy is just progressively moving over here. Like I said, this felt like it was out of the way. It's like this positivity is coming through. It's starting to come through. Finally. Ugh. It's just so annoying, isn't it? It's so, I feel so over it. I feel so over it. Ugh, what's this? Oh, trying to look forward. Yes, we are looking forward. Shine your light. Yes, Sun card. Woohoo! What is this? Live your soul, not a role. Remain authentic. It doesn't matter how someone perceives you. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. They want to see you as a Queen of Wands in reverse, which is, I'm going to say, someone it's like the prostitute, you know. It's someone who's pretending that they're a passionate, loving person, but it's in reverse. So we always know that that's really toxic. To me, that's kind of your female player card, you know, someone who's using sex to get what they want. It's the prostitute card. And if people want to perceive you as that, then they can... I got that Nina Simone song. He can go to hell. Ooh. Hell. I can't do it justice. They can go to hell. That's what she's saying. Yeah. That's something to be pissed off about, isn't it? To be treated that way when that's never who that person was. Someone needs to hear that. Look at this. Love yourself. Love yourself even when people don't love you the way you deserve. That's what that person learned. I feel like crying. It's true. When people treat you so appallingly, they treat you like a prostitute. When you're the freaking best. You're innocent. You were left in darkness. You were left alone. But you were beautiful. And you had to look at your own darkness. You had to look at why this was happening. You had to retreat. But you learned how to rejuvenate. And you learned how to laugh at your demons. Because you know what? No matter what anyone says about you, it only has as much power over you as the power that you give it. Hey. Interesting. I think this is for somebody. Address your addictions. Whoever you are. Address your addictions. Well, I think that's all there really is to say. And I did not expect that to go this way. I'm really, really amazed. For those of you who have been mistreated, treated like someone discardable, like someone that you can use. You use a prostitute, right? A prostitute is someone that you use for your own pleasure and then you discard them. Those of you who have had that experience when you were innocent, I'm sorry for you. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault how you were treated by other people. And let me tell you now that how people treat you is not a true reflection of what you deserve. It may be a belief that you have to adjust, and you may be experiencing those things because they're beliefs in you. But those beliefs are blockages from the path of who you truly are. And no one deserves to be used and discarded. Nobody. So this page could use some selenite. And you know what? Let's just clear that. Let's clear that energy because we don't need that. You can go to hell. You can go to hell. That's what has to happen. Love yourself. I love you guys. Oh man, my heart is with you. I wish you all the best. And trust me, justice, where are you, justice card? Justice will come to those who deserve it. See you guys.